One thing I'm going to miss is showering. There's nothing better for my shakes and my neurological condition than heat. Nothing better. If I make the room 90 or 80, I shake much less. But what's even better than that is taking a warm shower in a warm shower. So you heat up the room, and then you heat up the water. Then you sit in a shower chair backwards and let the warm water sit on your back and your nervous system. Drip down your neck all over your back. I've been doing this for about 10 years now. I used to do it as a teenager too. I love my warm showers. Now, here's the problem though. If the shower room is cold, when I get out of the shower, I'll shake and fall. I'll have difficulty, and my whole body will get shocked. All my stomach muscles will like cramp up. My legs will cramp, and then I fall to the ground. And this used to happen even as a teenager in some of the programs. So when it was cold, I didn't take many showers, and people used to get upset. But then it would be summer, I would take too many showers. So everybody started being like, "What the hell is going on?" I also found out if I wear clothing in the shower, it holds in the warm water long enough that if I get out of the shower, I can then get the hair dryer ready, the heater ready, get the towel ready, and then just take the hot clothing off, blow myself, and try it that way. And if I'm sitting down, it's okay. Now, nowadays, I can no longer stand in the shower. I've been sitting in the shower now for about a year. If I try to stand in the shower, I only get about 5 minutes. I mean, I was doing better at work, but that was only for about 4 to 5 months when the pain got reduced. And I still was hiding my injuries. I still had a lot of problems and a lot of pain. Like when my coworkers left 9 trash bags frozen all in and I had to break it up, I did not do well. I squatted, I got hurt, I couldn't get the bags over, I got trash juice all over me. And the worst part about it is I'm only doing it because my coworkers do not want to do their jobs. And I should have a do not lift order in my condition as well, but everybody has a do not lift order. Literally, people that had a kidney stone a year ago have do not lift orders. But me, with bloody testicles and black urine and kidney infections and whatever's going on, no, that's too hard for my doctor. Takes them 2 3 months to get, and no, it's too hard. Then they want me to come back in like every 30 days and tell me that, oh, what's wrong? What do you mean what's wrong? Nothing's changed. Everything still hurts like a motherfucker, and now my bills are stacking up. What are you going to do? When are you going to give me documentation of my injuries? Never. Go suffer. I need a vacation. Go get the fuck out of here. That's what I get. So the part of that really is going to bother me about not having an apartment is I won't be able to shower for months on end. And if I go to a shelter, this is what's going to happen. I'm first of all going to need to set up a shower chair. I'm going to have no documentation, so they're going to tell me to get fucking lost. They're going to say, screw your shower chair. Stand up. So that's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to go down to the shower. Now, I'm first going to tell them, hey, I can't do that. I'll fall. It's too cold. I might have a seizure. And I'm definitely going to shake and have a lot of muscle spasms. And I'm going to have a lot of cramps instantly. And is your water warm or cold? Whatever. It's a shower. See, that's a big problem with my pre-existing conditions. I'm going to get hurt. And I don't want to be naked, hurt on the floor, unconscious. Then they tell me, do you have any documentation of this? I'm sorry, no. The doctors are still dragging their feet on that. Then you need to take a shower or you need to get out of this shelter. Okay, that makes sense. It sure does. Okay, okay. Then I go down to the shower in the basement. I run the water, hoping it'll get warm. Nope, they only got cold water. Then it's freezing cold tile, freezing cold room. So I hop in the shower, I shake, and I have to squat on the ground in the shower. I try to scrub, but I can't keep my arm or hand steady. I end up dropping everything, and I'm now just shaking in the shower. So I struggle to turn off the cold shower so I can stop it. When I finally turn it off, I try to stand up to get the towel, but I fall. I fall and squat to the ground. Then I end up in a frozen mess where I can't speak or move, butt naked on the ground in a shelter with sex offenders ready to go at me. Then when they find me on the ground, they pretend like I'm playing a game. They start messing with me, circling up, making fun of me that I'm butt naked, in trouble, needing an ambulance. Then I end up getting in the ambulance. I get sent out. Then I can't stay in the shelter, so I have to live outside for a little bit. Then I get back in the shelter, and they want documentation, which hopefully the hospital will give me, but they probably won't, thanks to my mother. and then I'll end up just going into the shelter, and I can repeat all over again. And then they can torture me all over again, over and over, and I agreed to it because there's no other rules. It's either live outside or follow the rules. The problem is that no doctors are documenting my pre-existing conditions. My disabilities are going untreated. I am literally getting hurt left and right, and nobody gives a fuck. Nobody cared when I was disabled as a child getting hurt. When we were in Ogunquit and my parents were on vacation and we were watching fireworks and I got hurt and slammed to the ground, covering my ears, screaming in pain. My mother and father asked to finish the fireworks, left me there for about 10 minutes in pain, then decided to bring me home and never brought me to a doctor for it. And then when I finally brought it up to a doctor myself, told them that it had to do with this overdose shaking and all this other stuff, my mother said, no, that was a long time ago. Forget about that. No more. No more speaking about it. Then my mother tried to convince everybody that I had some severe mental illness because I kept on using my old name, Greenalge, on my medals. No, that never happened either. That was a fantasy. Then my mother tried to convince everybody I was schizophrenic because I played with action figures and tried to brainwash me into believing that lie. That also wasn't true. Then she tried to overdose me with all different types of medications and then move me from state to state. I was trafficked, made disabled, and nobody seems to care. And now I'm leaving a record for anybody who wishes the help. Or if you do read my name in the obituary, I hope that you take it seriously and help other people from having to go through this, because it's not right. No orphan should have to have their lives taken from them at age 7 or have their health taken from them. Nobody should be trafficked around the country and miss out on education. Nobody should have to have their brain washed and have mental illnesses because their mother wants them to have mental illnesses. Nobody should be made crippled. Nobody should have somebody evading responsibility every chance they get. And I have proof of this stuff. I have witnesses. Doesn't matter if they believe me or not. I'm dying. This isn't going to go away. You can burn me. You can kick me. You can stick a knife through my foot. I'm not going to stop being disabled. It doesn't work that way. Trust me. If I wanted something and I can't even get it, then trust me, I'm disabled. There are things I want to do or I want to get or places I want to go, like driving, and I can't do until we get me treatment. But yet people keep on trying to circle up, make fun of me, burn me, hurt me, throw me in the woods, rape me, do whatever they want with me. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm a holy man who's done nothing but gave back. I was a teacher's aide for special needs children. I took care of a disabled 50-year-old. I have another 83-year-old. I had 5 other 83-year-olds. I did all this while shaking and while falling. All for a place to stay. I've given back to society. I even hurt myself because my doctor would not give me paperwork excusing me from work. I had no other way to pay the bills. So I ended up needing to work with COVID, falling down on the side of the road bleeding during COVID with no buses, no transportation, nothing open whatsoever. And this is the only way I got my roommate his meds. He was 83 and there was no way to get his heart medication. Luckily, I hurt myself and fell the week before because then I got a paycheck and I was able to get him his medication. Now, if it wasn't for that, there would have been no way to get it. There would have been no way. I had to pay like almost $40 to $50 to get those medications from that pharmacy because there was no buses, nothing running whatsoever. Nothing. The taxis eventually did come back, but they were gone for 30 to 60 days, and the buses were out for like 6 months. So yeah, I worked there for a year getting injured until I realized that Goodwin, seeing as there's only homeless people who are addicts in their waiting room all the time, that might not be a place for physical disabilities and paperwork, because that's what I'm looking for. I need a place that has old people with a lot of health issues, because that's what I have. I have a lot of health issues, and I need documentation of that. I need paperwork, not pills. We need to figure out what's wrong with me and then treat me. But see, the doctors are doing it in reverse. They're drugging me, and then they're like, what's wrong? Why is nothing working? Because you didn't listen to a word of what your patient has said.